Sao employs either your palm or edge of the hand to block. Upon completion, your hand is in a prayer-like position in front of your chest. Wu Sao is the rear guard hand position employed when an opponent's punch penetrates your forward defenses. It is employed either to block outward with the hand's edge or inward with the palm. Fok Sao employs the inside of your wrist to block. At completion, your arm is in the fixed elbow position, 1 fist distance from your center line. Fok Sao is important in sticking hands practice. Fok Sao uses the palm heel for deflection. By utilizing the wrist's snapping action. It is often combined with a punch. Jam Sao is an oblique downward chopping motion that employs the hand edge or forearm to block. Upon completion, the arm is in the fixed elbow position. The arm motion is slight, since the elbows stay close to the center line. Its effectiveness lies in body shifting. Gan Sao employs the forearm to block low-level and groin attacks by combining both the hinge action of your elbow and body shifting. It is usually used to block kicks. Bong Sao is unusual, since it deviates from the fixed elbow position. It is performed by a rolling motion of the forearm, which is the blocking surface. Coordination with torso rotation is important in Bong Sao. Wing Chun kicks, used for either harassment or closing the fighting gap, always supplement the hands with fast and low direct strikes to the groin, knees or shins. The front heel kick is delivered straight from the ground with a slight snapping action in the knee. Kick direct, but never higher than the midsection. A cross stomp kick uses the sole of the foot to break the opponent's balance, allowing for follow-up hand strikes. The low side kick is for stomping down with the heel or sole of the foot. Master Wong employs a side kick to his opponent's inner thigh as a harassment. This is a cross stomp kick to side kick combination. As the opponent evades the stomp kick, Master Wong follows up with a side kick to the midsection. This is a front kick and leg trip combination. After his front kick is blocked, Master Wong follows the blocking force and uses his leg to trip the opponent. Wing Chun's basic stance is shoulder width or a bit wider. Knees are slightly bent. This natural fighting stance affords both stability and mobility. You should be coiled, ready to burst into an attacking or retreating opponent. Advances and withdrawals are performed by a short shuffling motion of the feet. somewhat like the Western fencing shuffle, where you remain in the same stance throughout. To advance, the front foot first steps forward about 6 inches, then the rear leg slides forward. To retreat, the rear leg steps backwards, then the front leg follows suit. When advancing, spring off the rear leg. When retreating, spring off the front leg. Circle stepping differs from the shuffle in that you actually alternate between left and right stances. To advance, your rear foot slides forward using a circular motion, while the other foot slides up into a natural stance position. Circle stepping is used for cutting off or pressing an opponent who has great mobility. A wall bag filled with dried beans or sand is an essential training aid for developing power. Striking with the fist or palms gives one a feeling of penetration and toughens the skin and bones. Train slowly and gradually. Although most Kung Fu styles retain a considerable number of instructional forms, Wing Chun has only 3. Contained within these 3 forms, however, is the entire scope of the style's theoretical and technical knowledge. The first form, which is being demonstrated here by Master Wong, is called Siu Nim Tao, or the Little Idea form. Most of these movements would seem so simple and lacking in either speed or power that a novice might well wonder what relationship, if at all, they bear to actual combat. Regardless of appearances, Siu Nim Tao is the foundation upon which the entire Wing Chun system was built. It includes most of the basic techniques discussed earlier: stance, shifting, blocks, punches, and finger strikes, as well as all the underlying scientific principles covering the center line, elbow positioning, and the 4 gates. Performed slowly from a stationary stance, it permits the student to learn hand coordination on either side of the body. Before attempting to practice this form, first study carefully and thoroughly the previous section on Wing Chun's basic theories. Total familiarity with these all-important principles will greatly accelerate your learning process. Once you feel you understand all the basic concepts, begin practicing the footwork patterns, blocks, kicks, and strikes, first separately, then in combinations until you can execute them naturally and without any conscious effort. Now you are ready to learn Siu Nim Tao. To perform Siu Nim Tao correctly, you should practice a few movements at a time over and over until you feel comfortable with each motion. Continue on to the next set of movements only when you've absorbed completely the movements of the previous set. After having learned all the movements and in order to test your ability, try to run through the entire form in unison with Master Wong. If you succeed in accomplishing this without any hesitations or stops, proceed to the following sections on form applications. Remember, when practicing techniques with a partner, be careful not to injure him or her. Always exercise control. Once you've mastered the basic theories, basic techniques, Siu Nim Tao and its applications, you're ready to advance to the next stage, or Chi Sao.